ready. Humidor shop talk. Get ready. Humidor shop talk. Sports. Humidor shop talk. Cigars. Humidor shop talk. Get ready. Humidor shop talk. Get ready. Humidor shop talk.
Yo, what's up, man? This is your boy, Mr. SmokeFella in the house. As y'all see, man, I'm sitting on the patio. It ain't exactly summertime yet, but this is basically for a summertime shot, man, because we've been sitting in the crib. It's cold, so we got to get out here and enjoy it while we can. So check it out. I do want to send a shout out. Yesterday, I made a stop by Tobacco Land. For all my smokers out there, y'all know Tobacco Land is right off Calumet, Indiana. Short little trip from Shy. Man, they showed a lot of love when I was in there, man. So I want to send out a shout to my man Charlie. Everybody know him from Windy City. And the cashier Brandy, man, she was quite hilarious, man. So I told them I was sending a shout out to them this morning. So with that said and done, we're about to get into it. So I'm gonna bring in my crew that's with me hanging today. Uh, he's on time today. He's not out of town. We've called him Kyrie on several occasions, but my man, KDL 33, what's up?
What's happening? How y'all doing, good people? Good Saturday morning to you. What's happening? And my eyes are a little watery, man. I'm a little sick, so I got to keep these glasses on. But I'm here today. Let's get it.
You can,
Ready to talk some sports. I barely got a voice. Y'all got to bear with me. I'm a little under the
well,
weather.
you was yelling
But I'm ready to
last
go.
night at that party last night, so that's
But
part
that,
to do with it. I don't want to hear nothing about you sick.
well, that ain't
You
making.
was yelling.
No, I am sick really, but that ain't making no better. There was a lot of Wildcats in the building, a little reunion last night. But shout out to Hula. Happy early birthday, brother.
Right.
But let's
Shout
get
out
it,
to my
man. Let's talk
man
some sports.
Hula Malone, man, one of the best DJs to make his way out of Chicago, man. Uh, we got our boy. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. He say he wasn't drinking last night, but that's hard to believe. But my man, Lucky Lefty, what's up?
What's going on, good people? Happy Saturday morning, all that good stuff. And no, I was not drinking last night. And well, okay, I had a cocktail or two. But I ain't getting
All
in
right, now
like
that sounds better,
I'm
because
okay. I had a cocktail or two now.
right, right. I
Let
didn't
me
drink last night.
let me let,
What?
let me not lie on a Saturday
Hey, man,
morning.
he ain't even finished the sentence.
I know I
Right.
couldn't keep it going. I
Hey,
was yeah.
hey,
My mama said
eh,
tell the truth, so I gotta tell the truth. As I
eh,
sit here, if you see me, my arm moving, I was actually pulling us up on Sports Zone Chicago app on Roku TV because I like to see myself on the big screen from time to time. So you ain't got to watch it on your phone or your laptop. Man, go on your TV screen. I'm sitting here watching us now. You guys look pretty good on TV. Ben, I thought you had a face for radio, but no, you all right. You straight. More
hey,
like
He
eight
does.
track. More like eight
You
track.
hey,
was
left,
right the first time.
hey, Lefty, hey, Lefty. Now, you just said your mama told you not to lie. You know you watching it on the 24 inch. It ain't no big screen over there.
Come on,
You're
man.
right.
Come
He
on,
ain't
man.
got he ain't got a 32.
I got at least I got a 60, dog.
hey,
Ain't like
hey,
that over here. I'm
The
watching on
man
a
do got a job.
I'm watching on
hey,
a monitor,
he got to hit it on the top of it to get the picture straight.
black and white.
Wow.
Man,
Hey,
that's what we
hey,
do.
bro, you know how it is. Protect yourself at all times, right?
Nah, man, I want to say I know the early birthday for Hula, but today, two of my Smoke Fella brothers' birthday. Happy birthday to RJ and Chris. Man, happy birthday, guys. Man, we're gonna celebrate tonight with you cats, man. So good
Happy
looking.
birthday, fellas.
Yeah, man. Let's get down to the shiznits.
All right. Hey, man, uh, our resident DJ, he loved rocking with us in the morning, man. So he hit me up this morning like, man, can I be down with y'all? And I ain't gonna never deny you, bro. So here's our resident Smoke Fella DJ, DJ DY Nemesis, man. Bring him on in.
Yo, yo, yo. Good morning, good people. Ben, you absolutely right. I could not resist the temptation of getting on the show again. It's a lot to talk about, man, and I think we should just go ahead and get right into it.
We got our resident angry man. I will give it up to him, man, because he a good dude when he want to be, man. He's not always that asshole that we think he is. You know what? I can't
Shit.
even with the lie. I can't even go
I
with the
say he's
lie
a
to my.
Right.
sympathetic.
And I,
You know,
I was
Real
going I was gonna
sympathetic.
jump in actually, but go
eh,
ahead.
eh, you know what? I ain't even gonna lie, man. But angry man is on the road. He probably road rage. What's up, angry man?
Hey, look here, man. Look here. I'm driving because I got work to do. So I would have been on the show, but the problem is my wife picked the wrong stain as usual. So now she could go enjoy herself. I can't be on the show with my fellas because I got to be the one to return it. But it is what it is. But before you be I'm finna hang up because I'll be back for the 1 o'clock hour, 12 o'clock hour. But what I want to say is what I've been saying to DJ DY Nemesis, and this should be his last time on the show. I don't want him back. Jimmy Butler
Damn.
is who we thought he was. That's it. That's all. We done. He got lucky. They got lucky one game. It's a gentleman's sweep. They should have ended it in four. Their defense got lots of days ago. I'm done with Jimmy. He's who we thought they was, as the old coach would say. So it is what it is, man. We see when you put people on this, have people that actually know what they talking about. So it should be me, you, and Lefty. That's it. That's all. Y'all have a nice day.
Wow.
Damn.
Wow.
I'll see you.
Damn.
Hey,
So
See
that
you
was
at 12.
hey,
that.
See you
So
at
that
12,
hey,
Sly.
I'll see
that
you
means you know
at
what you're
See you
talking
at
about.
12,
1
Sly.
o'clock.
Wait,
Yeah,
wait, Slide, before you
That
go,
that means you
before
would
you
know
y'all
go.
what
have
you're
a
talking
nice day.
about, which is an outright lie.
He want
Now,
he want to punch and run.
before
That's
you
what he
go,
want to do.
Yeah.
Get him anyway, DY. Get him anyway.
you know,
Right.
I thought frying wings was more of a hobby than it was a job. But hey,
On his way to shots?
he don't,
I mean, like
he don't even
sharks.
work, he don't even work at that a wing place that good. He go to Captain Hooks and fry wings.
Oh,
Damn.
oh.
Wow. He
And his
backed up.
and
Coming
his
on
Captain Hooks got a
95th and
spot
Vince
out.
Hill.
One of
his
the Captain
cellular
Hooks out
coverage
west
ain't
pretty
shit.
good, though.
Well, you know what? Y'all cold, man. Y'all cold, man. But hey, DY, you said it. We got a lot to talk about, man. And I've been kind of like, okay, we're gonna start talking about the finals right out the bat. But I can't even go no further, man, with our man Zion. Shoot the club up Williams, man. We got to talk about Zion shoot the club up Williams, man. I'm just saying, because he's shooting the club up, and this dude. All right, man. For everybody that don't know, Zion Williams got some photos out there. Him and his baby mama. She, pregnant. She looked like she probably about what 7, 8 months or so. Might be 9. I don't know. She's sticking out there. But then you got a little Facebook troll out there that said last week.
Man, this ain't no troll. That's his dip.
Well, he's
Don't,
dip.
don't, don't disrespect her.
All right, all
That
right. I
ain't
ain't
no
gonna
troll. That's
disrespect her.
his dip.
What's his dip off?
His
That's
dip
his
off
dip.
his
There ain't
sad
no troll.
piece. His lady in the streets uh, said, "I let you do some things to my mouth last week. You could have told me that you was having a baby." I'm gonna let that sit there for a
Hey,
minute.
look, man.
You
Let me
let
tell
that
y'all.
sit
Let
there.
me tell y'all this.
Her DM
That's
on
why I
fire right
admire porn star Jimmy.
now. Fire right now.
I want to let y'all know this. This is why I admire porn star Jimmy. Jimmy, you never heard about his business. Everybody know he in the porn world. The man make millions of dollars. Now he get hurt a lot, but he makes millions of dollars. You never hear about his business. He don't get messy. He's known as porn star Jimmy. You never hear about his business. Now we're hearing about a dude that ain't played basketball in 365 days. We hearing about his business. He all on social media with a porn star. Now he got a baby mama. See, when you gonna play basketball, dog? You have too much
Can I
time on
ask?
your hands. See, this what happens. This is what happens.
No, that can happen even when you're playing. But I just got a question. I want to break it down a little bit. When do we start prom posing with baby mamas? Like it ain't no fiance. It ain't his. You know, we
None of that.
engaged. This gonna be my wife. He literally was like, "I'm having a baby," and they had the whole prom pose thing going with him holding the
Yeah.
stomach. And like I really didn't get. I never understood photo shoots for baby mama. So I guess that's the 2023 thing. Secondly, Zion, that class is looking real bad. Him and Ja, and they top two players,
Man,
and the
what
internet's been clowning them.
guns and buns?
Guns and buns, baby.
Right.
Guns and
One
buns.
of one of one
Now,
of them want to
but
be Tupac, and the other one want to be porn star Zion.
yeah, but you know what? All they all do it. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. But the fact is, like, I mean, he put his business out there with the whole picture of her on social media. Should have known that was gonna happen. Like, are you really surprised? Like, and now they say it's more females coming out. Now he getting the Tiger Woods treatment. But is it shocking? Young billionaire, with a bunch of women.
Well, he ain't
It's
playing
really
basketball, so he had a lot of time on
right,
his hands. Now we
right.
see what he been doing.
Right.
Hey,
It's really not news. So to me, he get the dumbass award for setting himself up with that picture. Like, don't even put that out there, especially if you doing your thing and doing what you're
so
doing.
it's the picture for you, right?
I'm just saying that, and unless
Yeah.
that's your wife or your fiance or something like that, like you making a marriage announcement, but just this my baby mama, look, and you smashing 20 other chicks, what you think gonna happen on social media? It's that era, so it's an idiotic move on his
The
part.
girl said,
Need a PR team,
"You ain't trip off the porn star ass. How you gonna move us both to New Orleans? Did you trip off that?"
right? So and you lying to him.
Right. That's the no. See, that's it for me, Lefty. You lying to them.
Mhm.
Why? They
For
ain't
what?
gonna not give it. They not gonna. It ain't. Oh, you got somebody else in another state. I'm not gonna give up the ass. No, bro. You Zion Williams. You got that bag. So they gonna give it up. And if not, you just move on to the next. But you out here lying now. Your whole social media. You getting drug on social media.
Now but before DY go, here's the other side of I want to talk about. When you talk about faces of the NBA, Zion was being hyped to be one of the faces of the NBA when he came, and now the injuries didn't put that down or whatever. And because he hasn't played. Now you really think you about to be a face of the league, advertising baby mamas? Think about the faces of
Nope.
the league. They don't do that. You got a wife. They don't. They don't when they put you in the forefront. You got a wife. John Morant blew it. Zion then blew it. Now Zion wasn't legal. Nothing illegal, just idiotic what he did. But like even some endorsers are gonna back off. That's what I mean. Like, where's you young cats PR team? Where's
Shows
your
you
squad?
irresponsible.
Where's the cats professionalism, dude? Don't do that. Like you can't do this. You can't put that out there. Where's your agent?
You know what? I'm gonna take a shot at the league for this.
No, you can't. You can't.
Hold on. Hear me out.
When
Hear me
everybody
out.
in your
Your
Hear me
personal
out
social
first.
media? Okay, go ahead.
No, hear me out. When cats came into the league back when we was watching, they had those class, those courses, training classes that they had to go through where people came in, spoke to them about, you know, different things. This right here should be 2.0, where when you drafted, before you step into the city that you got drafted for, you need to attend this class and
they
have
have that
cats
now.
talk and everything. I mean, they can't be talking about social media the way these cats are on social media like this, man. They can't be. They
No, the
cannot have
guys
had
just
this
stupid.
discussion.
No, the guys just stupid. No, watch this. Watch this. Real talk. Right after the draft, they go on the rookie moratorium, whatever it's called. They
Yep.
do have that. They have that in football and basketball.
Mm-hmm.
They really do. These cats just stupid,
I don't know who said that. He's not the
right?
face. He's the
But
credit.
they have that. They really do. It's actually right before summer league. I dare you to look it up. It's right after they drafted, right before summer league starts. They have vets and all kind of people that come in and talk to them. That's in football and basketball. They do have that.
Now, what they
These
need to
cats
do is
just
have
stupid.
like a
A lot
medical
of money. They don't
psychologist
care.
to come in and talk to these cats, not somebody that's played in the league and all of that. You need a medical physician, psychiatrist to come talk to these guys and get in these cats' brain because it's just ridiculous out here.
What up,
But
DY?
once that bank account start ringing off, you can't tell them nothing.
You know, as the personal
Can't tell them nothing, dog.
as the personal attaché to Mariah Mills' OnlyFans page, I want to say that number one, Zion is
What?
totally irresponsible. He's going to become totally irrelevant,
Yeah.
and I think Luck hit it right on the head. Uh, you know, he talked about maybe an instance of the Tiger Woods syndrome, where you got a bunch of females, more than willing to kind of take you down. I'm gonna take it a step further. I think this motherfucker gonna end up like
Tristan.
maybe worse than that. I
Tristan's still in the league, baby.
because this
Oh,
dude,
barely,
he
barely.
does everything he does doesn't make any sense. We question his heart and his manhood when it comes to playing the sport of basketball. It's supposed to be this phenomenal sort of freakish style athlete that don't have the heart. Starting to see that more and more these days with these drama queen NBA players. Everybody's searching for attention. Everybody trying to get their fans up. It's no more about going out there and playing basketball, and that's probably the most disappointing thing in all of this.
And you're absolutely right. That's the sad point. And I don't know. To me, even just going all the way back, the blueprints already been laid. Like you see it. Like,
Tell me about it.
I don't know what's the when these young guys come in the league, especially high profile. Like Zion was very high profile. They've been talking about him since high school. Remember, they profiled him
Right.
probably next to LeBron as far as high school coverage. Zion was everywhere.
Mhm.
So he was on course. Now injuries are one thing, but he's still young enough to where he could have bounced back. You know what I mean? But now you're at the point when it's like, come on now, the baby mamas and all this. Now the NBA finna be like, oh well, another one bites the dust.
Yep.
Another one
Right.
They're
bites the
already
dust.
doing it
As
because he
far
can't
as
get on the court.
yeah, but I'm saying, but he's still young enough to recover from that. But when you start talking about, man, LeBron, $1 billion, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, these cats, I'm talking about like that. Them the cats you should be looking at as far as their professionalism, how they, well, I ain't gonna say KD. Retract. But Steph,
You knew
LeBron.
I was finna throw up a flag.
I'm sorry, I'm right. I say when I'm wrong. I didn't mean to say KD, but as far as that
KD is
messiness,
somebody's
man.
DM right now.
Yeah, but as far as all that nonsense, when you're there, your agent, you should have a whole team around you. You shouldn't even be on social media. First thing would have happened. You ain't posting that picture. Hey, well, that don't go up. You got to run
Right.
anything
He
you
ain't
post
consult nobody.
past
He just
me.
did it.
I'm just saying, anything. Like I got control of your social media. You ain't even got your password. You ain't getting on there. Like we gonna
But see,
protect the money.
Lefty, you are really, really you on one right now, and I guess this is your one for June because you on what? You know what? I'm gonna give
Funny
you
how
the month of June because it's 50-50 for us.
funny how you say
So
that every
yeah,
week. But go ahead. It's my
But
one.
he talking old school. These young cats just along for the ride. He's talking what an old school dude in his corner would have did. One of his guys, protect the money. You talking what an old school dude. These guys now are along for the ride.
no
Anytime
man,
you
let me
rolling
tell
with Job and you okay with him to have a gun in a picture and he the money and you okay with that? I mean, you don't
Yeah,
give a damn. You
but
gonna
that's
ride as long as, and when the
that's
train
different from
ends, you just
Zion.
gonna go your separate way.
That's
Huh?
but
totally
you
different from Zion, though. That's
but
different.
see
That's
Well,
different.
when
but what I'm
you
saying is
when
you
you
gotta protect the money.
when
Right.
you're highly touted out of high school and the NBA is like straight up marketing you, you come in like you said, Lefty, with a team. You need people around you to just like the church ladies that's in white gloves and that person get to jumping around. They put their arms around them so they can't hurt themselves.
Right.
That's what
Right.
they need. That's
Right.
what they need. Well, KDL, you a heathen up there, so you don't know nothing about that. So
Hey man, I grew up in the church, sir. But let me tell you, they have all this. They have all this coming in. I'm telling you, once that bank account
nah,
starts
bro.
getting hit, then they got yes men. and don't nobody want to get off the train, so they're gonna do whatever the dude want to do. I'm just
It's a
telling you, that's how it
difference.
go.
It's a
They
difference
got
from a
players.
posse, your posse, and a team.
I mean, attorney, PR, like
Right.
everything.
That's a
They
team.
got attorneys
Business
on deck now.
management.
You know that.
I mean, I'm saying
N-
business management. You gotta
Right.
have like you shouldn't even be on social media. Somebody should be running your social media for you. You know what I mean? When you got a
And they don't
chance,
know nothing about that.
oh,
When you go to
LeBron
college 1
James
year,
I get it, but LeBron James I'm saying the blueprints laid. LeBron James as an active
LeBron is
player
different.
has
Don't
become
do that.
has
Don't
become
do
a
that.
billionaire. But LeBron came right out of
Don't do
high
that.
school. Wait. LeBron didn't even go to college. He was highly touted right out of high school.
Yes, it's no
ESPN,
difference,
Sports
Kev.
Illustrated, everybody was backing Zion.
No, LeBron is a
Everybody
different
was
breed.
backing.
Look, LeBron, I don't want to compare LeBron because LeBron is a different breed. LeBron in high school said, man, I'm going to go to the league. You know who coming along with me? My teammates. And when I make it, I'm going to put y'all on. Like, he had a whole different mindset. So
Well,
I don't want to
but see,
compare LeBron
but
to
he had,
Zion.
but Kev, what you got to
I don't want to do
realize, he said his teammates is coming, but they had to go to college first.
Right.
When
Right.
he got to the league, it was him
And he
and his
and,
team around him. They wasn't there yet.
and
They
he
was in
picked particular
college.
ones. He didn't bring everybody. He picked, but look at what LeBron did. He picked particular ones and say, hey, man, we got to make this right. Go get your paper. Go get your degree. And then when I make it, we're going to start our own company. And we're going to, right? I'm
So
going to still be playing, but this is what we're going to do. Right?
so
He had
so
a plan. These cats
so
ain't got no plan.
so do you actually think LeBron did that, or did someone around him, somebody like an agent or whoever, a mentor? Everybody has a mentor. Somebody around him to say, "Hey, I know these your guys." I don't know if y'all watched the movie. It just came out on Peacock. It was a great movie, actually, man, about his childhood. How they grew up together playing ball at high school.
Yeah,
Shooting Stars. Called
LeBron
Shooting Stars.
James story. I haven't
It's,
watched
it's,
it, but I know what you're talking about.
it's actually a great movie. And if you look at that movie, LeBron wasn't even like the leader of the group. He was just the best player. Like he wasn't like the dude in the group, but like as he started becoming a high profile type player. But as far as they crew, he wasn't calling shots and telling people what to do or nothing like that, even though he was a high profile player. The reason, Kev, I'm using LeBron is because we've been watching LeBron. They even showed on the Shooting Stars movie, Sports Illustrated junior year. Like
Yeah.
he's been we watched Zion. We've been watching Zion since his sophomore year of high school. We've been knowing
Yeah.
about Zion. Zion has been hyped. He was on the path to be the next face of the NBA. They were already getting behind him. When ESPN is showing you 2-3 times a week on Sports Center highlights all over social media, like Zion was hyped. He was right there. Now I get the
Yeah.
injury. You can't control injuries, but your public, your how you are publicly means that means a lot too. Michael Jordan, all them, they like how they want public says a whole lot. You don't pose with a baby mama on social media unless you marrying her.
Look, man, I think Zion did kind of follow the blueprint in certain instances. He brought his guys with him. His cousin Bebe is obviously his attorney now. His grandma
Whoa,
Mima,
whoa, 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 whoa,
his
whoa.
his
His
grandma
cousin who?
Bebe. Uh,
Exactly.
his Mima
You out here
is
naming the man's family?
his Mima is his sports agent.
It's me, ma.
All right,
Mima.
old country ass nigga. And I think he fell. I think he is fallen victim to very similar to Ja Morant, a bunch of individuals around him that's giving him bad advice. They may be out to try to catch a check or catch, you know what I'm saying, trying to cash in real quick by
Long for the ride.
holding on to his coattails. I think that's pretty obvious as
Yeah,
hell.
this is the same family that wanted him, that said he wanted out of that small market. I mean, it's been the writing has been on the wall.
Well, yeah, I think that's true too. And he gonna get his wish granted, but it ain't finna be New York. It's finna be in Happy Valley or some place like that. Shit.
Damn.
Man, listen. Hey, the Superback says he got some information from us on what the draft classes get when they come into the league. What you got, Sean? So the program this year includes 84 players, and for the first time, those signed to two-way contracts. The inclusion of two-way players is beneficial because many may end up going back and forth between the NBA and the G League next season. Throughout the past week, players heard from experts all, as well as current and former players, and on various variety of topics, including media training, career development, financial assistance, social media use, and other related areas. So that means somebody wasn't paying attention in class.
Told you they
A lot of
have
cats.
that, bro. It's just that when that bank account start getting, they feel they're invincible. They have that. They have that in football too.
Yeah, but
Now, whether
I
you go
think
out
it's
and do it or
but
not,
you know,
whether you listen or not,
you
is on
know,
you.
but you know, it's the same thing we talk about when we get into the John Moran's daddy and all this and who his people. So there are things in place. They know better. They
Yeah.
know. It's just
They do.
it's just. I think one of the biggest issues and the one thing we never take into account with young people today is the influences are it's ridiculous. You know, like when did rap start leading athletes? When did rappers start? When did athletes want to be like rappers? You know,
That's
in the
always
mic and but no, in the mic, everybody want to be like Mike.
Right.
Everybody
When
want to
Allen
be like
Iverson hit the league,
Magic and all that. Everybody want to be like them. You know, rappers, entertainers want to be like them. Now it seems like these young boys is following Lil Durk and NBA Young Boy, and they want to be them so bad. You know, that's the part that really bothers me. And like you just put up, there's things in place. What more, how much more can you say? At some point, it's on your grown ass to act like you got some sense. It ain't nobody else's fault. Get your grown ass, act like you got some sense. You know better.
bro. All
You
of
know
that's
us,
why y'all
all
be
of
having
us.
sympathy for these cats. I don't have no sympathy, dog.
right. They
I,
ignorant.
I get you if you make a mistake one time,
Old folks say they
but if
ignorant.
but if you job and a month later you get caught up in the same situation, I ain't got no sympathy for you now, dog. You just
You just
So
stupid.
let,
idiot. Just
let me
idiot.
So
explain
yeah,
to y'all what it
I
is.
love seeing you play basketball. But if you don't care, then why the hell should we? So at some point,
So
you gotta say, hey man, until you get it, I ain't messing with you, bro. Cause you don't get
let
it.
me let me
You don't
let me
care.
put it out to y'all like this, man. When everybody, even when we were kids, we thought we knew a lot about certain things and all right, right? We thought we knew shit, but technically we didn't. But these new young these youngsters that's out here making this bread didn't have what we had, and that was a
John
slap in the
McGrath got a
mouth.
mama and a daddy, dog. Don't do
No,
that.
no, 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 a slap in the mouth. Because when we thought we knew it all, and we got to, oh, I know this, and guess what happened? You got slapped in your mouth and put back into your place, and then you understood that phrase, "Shut up when grown folks talking," because you got slapped in the mouth. You can't slap some kid in the mouth nowadays. These young kids, because now you go to jail for stuff like that.
Yeah, but being that's the big issue. That's what I'm saying. It's not just that. Like our parents didn't have to deal with the social media era.
They
Our
didn't.
parents our parents didn't have to deal with the internet. Having access to everything as kids. A lot of our influences on TV. I hate to say Bill Cosby, but I got to because the Cosby Show. We love the Cosby Show. Different World made you want to go to
It's
college.
just real talk.
You know what I'm saying? Different World made you want to go to college. You know what I mean?
Fact.
We were afraid to go to jail. Now it's a badge of honor to go to jail. You get more props for a jail record than a college degree in the streets. It's just what it is. It's like these parents, like we get on these parents a lot, but what they dealing with, like what they going up against is a whole
It's
lot.
a different animal.
It's a
It's a
whole
whole nother animal.
man. The internet is strong. It's strong. Social
It
media
is.
is strong. I'm telling you, man. These kids see how many kids you see getting whooped. They show the videos of some little young girl twerking, doing all half naked. And their
That
father come in with the belt, just going in on them. So you can't say he a bad father, but he dealing with man. She see this other girl with 1 million followers doing it, so she gonna do it. She getting money. These kids getting money on social media.
yeah,
Trust
they
me, they
are.
getting money. It's ridiculous. So these parents are dealing with a whole nother ball game. So us, I don't like to do that whole parenting It's not the same thing, man.
Yeah,
Even
I agree
our
with you.
kids, even our kids, we didn't have what they had right now. You know what I'm saying? Our kids are a little older, but I'm talking about what they dealing with right now, dude.
But see, here's the difference. Here's the difference. You can't get in everybody's household. You don't know what the parents are saying to these kids, and the kids just doing their own thing. I agree. It's a different world right now. I agree. But let me say this. When we watch a guy like John, I don't mean to go on Zion, but if we watch a guy like John, and we see his daddy front row with a pimp cup, looking like Usher at every game, right? And then we see John get in trouble, and we see the daddy still with him. The first thing you're going to say, obviously, is, damn, what's up with his daddy? You never see his mom.
I don't know, Kev.
Why is his daddy
I
letting
don't
him?
know, bro.
That's the first thing you're going to say because his daddy is in the entourage. That's just fact. Now, whether that's fair or not, I agree. We don't know what his daddy is telling him or whatever. I agree. But the first thing outside looking in, you see his daddy is a part of the entourage.
That's an
so then when he gets in trouble,
okay. So
then he gets in trouble again.
John Moran daddy be sitting with,
say that,
John
man.
Moran daddy be sitting with Usher and them. He don't be sitting with Ja friends. He ain't
Right.
part of the entourage. He be sitting with celebrities. Now,
Yeah, you gotta stall him out, Kev.
So hold on. So when they leave the arena, daddy go home and John get in the car with his friends. Is that what y'all telling me?
Grown man, what you gonna say? Come on, boy, get in the car like it's kid.
See, we keep giving excuses, man. That's an excuse. His daddy is in the damn entourage. It is what it is. And we keep giving excuses to say, well, no,
you're making an assumption, Kev.
No, your daddy is in a vicinity.
So, Kev,
you make sure
if his dad say, hey, son, you should come with us and go to dinner, he was like, nah, Dad, I'm finna go out with my friends. That makes you friends that you should be with. What if he's having those conversations? If he's having those conversations, Kev,
I'm not saying
how you can't make him do nothing?
You mean to tell me
that's
that
your
his
son,
was in the back seat?
And if you know your son is hanging with the wrong crowd, you should step in and make sure he don't. You should say, hey, all the little times we've been on that court, you finna blow it off. That's your daddy, man. Your daddy's supposed to.
So you don't think he's saying that?
Then we wrong.
You honestly think that he ain't saying that?
We assuming he not, and that's wrong.
Well, y'all assuming he is, and I can't take it. I can't take it.
Hey,
let D-Wine shine.
Hey, KDL, I'm with you 100%. I'm with you 157,000%. All right, as a father, he's part of the entourage because as a father, you have that respect. I don't know how he was brought up. Obviously, I know two parents in the household. I get it, but I don't know if in part of the situation is, and you've seen it, and I saw it as a teacher. You make excuses and you cover for your child. Okay, your child is your best friend. How many times have we heard that? Oh, my child is my best friend. My child is my best friend. You know, you see the way kids, black, white, Hispanic, the kids nowadays, the way they talk to their parents. We would never, ever think about talking to our parents like these kids talk to their parents today. Ja had a special gift. Okay. So and I don't know how but I'm saying I've seen it. Maybe is a situation where you didn't discipline him very much because he was a great basketball player. He might have gotten away with a lot of shit because he was a great basketball player. Because he's a great basketball, well, just as a kid, you need to insert discipline in his life. Period. There's got to be a level of father, son, parent, child.
Agreed.
I don't know how that his situation was, but it seems now that his father is lacking on his duties as a father. Kevin, you said it best. If you hang with the wrong crew, all right, you need to stop. Because what he needs to do, like if you're gonna stop hanging with these crew, guess what? I can't go to your games because I'm associated with you. I am your father. They're gonna say, because why? They're gonna start talking about me like we all talking about him. Why ain't his father doing it? So his father needs to step in and say, this is what you're doing. I see the path you're going down. It's the wrong path. You need to stop. If you choose to, you're a grown man. You're making all these millions of dollars. You can do what you want. But if you're going to do that, guess what? I'm going to step back and I'm not going to your games because I'm not going to hear all these things about people talking about you, talking about me when I've already dealt with you and told you, but you want to do your own thing. A hard head makes a soft ass. All right. Or a hell of a lot lighter. Should be saying that like as a man. And he should respect him. Does he respect his dad like that? We don't know. But I still think you're making an assumption.
So
It's
what is
I am.
Zion's
I
excuse?
am. We don't know.
Because
Y'all making assumptions we
we're
don't know.
assuming his father didn't tell him that. But
Then
that's
his
the
father
thing
needs to
we're
step
assuming.
away. Then his
Well,
father needs
but
to
the
step
money,
away.
the thing is, I'm not. Look, we daddy, so I'm not gonna question another man how he raising his child. I will never do that. But what we doing here is outside looking in. We don't know. We don't know.
We don't. It is an
And
assumption.
you're right. I don't know if he told him that or not. But if a damn show don't seem like it, because he's still in the picture doing the same shit. So if his daddy told him that, hey man, you finna blow it all, bruh, and
his
you still do it.
responsibility- Your responsibility as a parent
Okay, but you
is to get your child to adulthood, right? Once they get there, the choice is theirs. How many kids? Dwight Howard was raised in the church, right? His whole life. Got to the NBA and started shooting up the club when every woman he can. He got 11 kids outside of wedlock and all that. Now, so you're gonna look at his daddy, the Reverend? Hey, son, stop doing that. God said you shouldn't be doing that. And he go do it anyway. That's a grown millionaire. Once your kid, you get your kid to a certain age. We the one try to raising our kids at 25, 26 years old, especially as a millionaire. This dude, he gonna
what
do
about
what he
being a
wanna
part of the
do.
entourage though? What about being part of the
You've never
entourage? That's
seen
cool.
him with them, no. Once again, you've never seen him with Josh's friends. He's sitting in the front row with Usher and all type of celebrities. He's not sitting up there with his boys.
Part of his
Throwing
crew.
up gang signs.
He's got
He's
no.
sitting
I
there.
agree.
And then
So,
he's
so
as a
daddy
father,
just show up. Daddy just show up at the game. Then daddy go home right after the game. John go with his
What
guys
else you gonna
every
do?
single game.
You see his ass in the club somewhere, shaking it up, popping champagne bottles. I ain't never seen his daddy popping champagne bottles nowhere.
But let me ask you guys. Most of you guys are fathers, okay? If your child was doing the same, if you're imagine, and of course this is hypothetical because you don't have kids that are multimillionaires.
Mm-hmm.
But if they're going down the wrong path, you tell them something. I would assume, correct?
That is correct.
But
Yeah,
if,
right.
and if but if you're in the public light to the point that Ja Morant's father is, if you're in the public light with your child and he continues to do the things you told them not, or they continue, boy or girl, to do things you told them not to do, how long are you going to stay in the public with them? Because now it reflects on you. Because if people say, man, he's been acting a fool, but I see his dad ain't around him, his mom ain't around him. If we see that, then what's the first thought? Damn, he talks to him, he keeps acting a fool, and he can't do nothing about him at that point. But his dad he's staying in the mix. He's still going front side. He's still sitting next to Usher. He's still sitting next to Shannon Sharpe and arguing all this other. He's still in the limelight because of his son. If your son's acting a fool, like your child's acting a fool after you talk to him, then hey, listen, you're gonna act a fool on your own. I'm back me off because my name is important.
Public perception is still going to be, if he backs off, they're going to say, where's his daddy? Another black absentee father. Public perception you can't control public perception. Like you can talk to your kid. Like we don't see the private conversation.
Right.
Ja Morant's daddy,
We outside looking in. I agree with that.
Right.
We outside looking in. I agree.
He is not LeVar Ball. He's not on interviews. You don't see him on ESPN. They just always put the camera on him. Just like Steph Curry, fine ass mama. That's neither here nor there. But they don't be all on TV.
We ain't seen her lately. Where's she been?
I'm just saying they don't be on First Take.
Hell, they ain't in the playoffs.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why you don't see her.
But daddy be at the game. Daddy be chilling with the wife now.
That's why I challenge that notion of his father's impact, because ever since this stuff been going down with Ja, he hasn't come out and made a statement. There's been no paparazzi to catch him coming out of a restaurant saying, hey, Mr. Morant, what about your son? You've seen none of that. He's not been vocal or visible since they got booted from the playoffs. So I find it hard to believe that he has such a presence in Ja's social life. Now, personally, I'm sure he's doing what all dads do, son. Hey, don't do that. KDL, I'm your brother. Every time I tell you slow down on that drinking, what you do? The exact opposite. All right. So don't sit up here and try to say.
But the difference is I'm 52 years old, dog. I ain't 23.
The difference is
that's a huge difference.
The difference is I'm giving you the advice that's right,
right,
and you doing the opposite of it. That's the point.
Right, but the difference is you ain't my daddy. See, this is Ja's daddy talking to him. The guy that raised him. The guy that was on the court at 3 years old teaching him how to shoot. Like, they've been through the journey. That's his daddy.
And
It's
you
a
think his
difference,
daddy
bro.
ain't be like, bro, you fucking the money up, you fucking your life. You think he ain't saying that to him?
Not saying he didn't, because I'm sure as a dad, that's the first thing you're gonna do. Yes.
Exactly.
See, I'm not trying to down him. Y'all misconstruing my words, man. All I'm saying is, from the
No, we're not.
outside
We're just
looking
saying
in,
you're making an assumption.
it looks like.
You're passing assumption off as facts, and you shouldn't do that. That's wrong. You all are. He's being
But y'all
portrayed as
assuming
being
the
a
other
bad
way,
father.
and the actions are showing different. So y'all
But
y'all assuming the other way. The actions are showing different. And like Sean say, the daddy's still in the mix.
It's not factual.
Still in
But
the mix.
again, like I said, public perception is gonna be, where's his daddy? If his daddy back off, you know what? I'm done. Then he's gonna be looked at as an absentee father. But nobody ever looks back. That
No,
man
we're
got
not
his
gonna look at him
son.
as an absentee father because he was there. He backed off because
That
he got
man got
sick
his son.
of his
That man
child
got his son to the
messing up.
NBA. That man got his son to college. Got his son to the NBA. They
I agree.
showed pictures of him on family vacation. He wasn't raised in the hood. He ain't got no reason. Josh's just an idiot. Now back to Zion. I'm pretty sure Zion parents told him the same thing. Hey man, these girls. Hey bro, watch what you do. I'm pretty sure they do it. But as soon as one of them come up with them things out, shaking in front of them and on his DM, send them the shots and tell what they'll do to him. Now the ball's in your court. You ain't finna get down with a bad female and start thinking about what your mom and daddy told you. Wear a condom, son.
I agree with all that, man. I'm not taking responsibility off from the person. I'm not doing that. All I'm saying is public perception shows that his daddy is right alongside of him in that world. That's all I'm saying. Now y'all can keep making excuses all the hell y'all want.
I mean,
But
Kev,
we looking at
ain't
what
nobody
we looking
disagreeing with that. Nobody disagreeing with that. But we just use the word assumption because nobody knows.
Well,
The only thing that can dead this conversation that we having next time Ja is making talking about his issues, concerns, everything that's happening, and his daddy is standing right behind him at the podium in the press conference. That's going to give you the notion that daddy has been in his ear telling him, hey, son, stop it. That is the only way this conversation would be dead. It'll kill all this public perception that his daddy ain't in his ear. When he giving an interview about what's been going on, how he's been dealing with it, dad is on the left side, mama is on the right side. That's how you dead in this whole.
Conversation between parent and child don't have to be public.
No, they don't have to
No.
say nothing. That's all they have to do
He's
is stand there.
He's saying supporting him, and he's saying supporting him in public.
Yeah.
And that'll
But we
kill
don't.
all this conversation.
Now we can assume this. We don't know what mama's saying behind the scenes, right? So while you showing up at malls protecting your mama, we don't know what mama is saying behind the scenes. We don't.
I don't
It's
even know what
all
his mama look like. I ain't never seen him.
right. But
Well,
his
you know,
sister, all that.
mama probably
it's all
going off.
assumption. It's all assumption.
Mama probably going
But
off.
the only thing I'm saying is what we see publicly. That's all I'm saying, bro. So we can assume the other way or we can assume this way. But I'm just saying publicly, it looks like daddy is a part of the damn entourage. And that's a problem.
Hey,
So-
you know the old saying, image is everything. And
Yeah.
if you're gonna make, and you have to make sure that your image at that particular point is as clean or as close to clean as possible. And it's not. And he doesn't get it. You guys brought up LeBron before. LeBron was a businessman. Now, whether it was him on his own, whether it was his mom, whether it was somebody else, whether he was whatever, he came in as a businessman and understood what was going on.
Yeah, he brought certain guys along with him.
But who
We're gonna start our own company.
That we don't know.
It
We don't
clearly
know.
wasn't his
We don't
mama
know.
because of the Delonte West situation. It clearly wasn't his mama. That
Whoa.
protected the brand.
I
But
understand.
you gotta remember.
And I'm a LeBron fan, but
Come
I'm
on,
talking
man.
about.
Stop taking
I'm just
shots,
saying,
man. Stop
that's
taking
a
shots.
shot.
But you got
It's the
you
truth.
got to remember.
Those are facts.
You got to remember.
Those are facts.
You got to
But
remember though.
take it back.
There was a lot of NBA players used to go watch LeBron, right? Shaq. There was a lot of NBA guys used to go watch LeBron. So you don't know if one of them got ill. Like, bro, you on the verge. You could. Let me holler at you. So you don't know who put it in the ear to go.
Come out and said they tried to talk to John Morant. Steven Adams, as the veteran on his team, has tried to talk to them, talk to the whole team. Hey guys, stop going out after the game. Let's do it. What they do, they go do it anyway. So like so I'm saying, it's not
He's
like
not gonna speak. He ain't
look,
gonna respect
90
Steven Adams. He barely
when
speak
you
English.
when you mess up, point blank, damn, I ain't gonna say all that, dog. And he looked like a mob hitman, so you better watch what
He
you say.
sure do.
So
He sure
look,
do.
Well,
when
yeah.
these
Well, you're
kids,
right on that. You're right on that.
when the Zions, when these kids go out and do stupid stuff like that, I'm putting 99.3% on them, not they damn parents. It's their asses. Sit
That's
your
true.
grown ass down. You know better. Let's
Well,
talk.
No.
that's like
No,
I don't know if
I'm
you
not
watched the movie
blaming
Air.
the
There
If
we
parents.
you
go, man.
if you watched Air,
I'm
you
not
saw
blaming.
how George's mother kind of instilled in him certain things, and the Sonny, all of them cats that were around him signing contracts and all that, they instilled business and the brand in Mike before he stepped on the court.
Yeah, and he still ended up with a gambling habit. So let's
Yeah,
talk.
yeah, that's true. That's true.
I'm
But
That's
all of
true.
that's near.
Also a billionaire though.
just
I'm saying,
saying.
if you can afford to lose it, hey, you gamble what you can afford to lose, and he can afford to lose a lot more than than all of us combined.
Right.
My mama,
I get that, but it's still
mama was gangster with it. If you believe in my son, then not only this Air Jordan, but all future Air Jordans, my son gonna get a certain
Yeah,
percentage.
yeah.
If you
She
believe in
was
my son,
yeah,
she
I
was
mama,
like
gangster.
go, mama.
yeah.
Hey, hey, we definitely gonna come back to these stories with Zion and Ja, because they're not going away no time soon. So we will be back talking about them. But
At least
Lefty
y'all
man,
playing basketball though. Zion sitting up doing nacho Super Bowl commercials. At
And
least
porn
John on the court.
well,
Now
what
we see what he been doing.
Kev, I got a question for you as we move on in this sports train today, man. What's your thoughts
Yes,
about
sir.
Phoenix coming to CP3, letting them know that they're gonna waive him, uh, or possibly seek trades?
They officially waived him yesterday.
It's
I think
official.
it's I think it's a two-way. I think it's a two-way thing. They don't want to pay three guys $30 million. So CP had a $30 million contract going into next year. Only $15 million was guaranteed. So
Right.
they're trying to get off the books from that so they can replenish their bench. So they probably was like, hey, bro, if we can't find a trade, we're just gonna outright waive you. You'll be a free agent. They got to do it by a certain date to where his $15 million is guaranteed. He pocket that, and then he can go somewhere and be a free agent. The
Right.
rumor is, what I'm hearing down there is, they trying to. My boy, I just talked to my boy the other day. Rumor around Phoenix is they going after James Harden because he went to Arizona State, and him and KD still cool.
Oh my
My
God.
thoughts on this is,
That'd be the worst.
I'm just trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. I got ears. I got ears in certain spots. Just trying to tell y'all. Look,
D-Well, you
that'll
almost
be the
fell out your
dumbest
chair,
shit.
didn't you?
I did, because bro, if you're gonna get rid of Chris Paul, you bring in James Harden, and you try to give him money like that. That ain't the same James Harden. It's not. James Harden to come down there. Now you got KD and Booker. Now
I'll let DY go before I go.
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. But Chris
Look,
Paul was
D-Y.
salty. They fired Monty Williams too, y'all. That was his guy. Just saying.
Yeah, that's what this boils down to. But
Yeah.
DY, what's your thoughts on this?
look. First things first. The Suns, I think, are orchestrating all of this due to the fact that they know how close they were to getting towards that championship. It's the right thing to do. It's the right thing for business. They haven't waived them yet. They have, I believe, until the end of June
Yeah.
to waive them. They're searching for trade deals, and one of the things that I've heard from my sources is they're trying to package something with him and Aiden. And if you put Aiden in the deal, besides the money aspect of it, because you're gonna have to sign Aiden to some sort of long term contract to probably give him to go where you want to go.
Aiden is already under contract.
They gave him that money.
Remember
They
they were
didn't give him
gonna
all,
trade him, and the Suns
Yeah,
matched it
they
last
gave him
year.
that
Remember
money
that?
last year.
but
Yeah, he
They
got
gave
his
him that
bag.
money.
okay.
Yeah.
So with that being said, so these guys got their bag. So again, the money aspect of the deal. But I see Phoenix making the power play and trying to get these two players off this team and rebuild or retool that franchise. I don't have a problem with them cutting Chris Paul. It was time for him to go. He's old. He's long in the tooth. He's probably not even going to start in his next destination. He'd be a better, maybe off the bench, save his minutes, save his body type of dude, than he is to go somewhere and be a starting point guard on somebody's team. Not that he don't still have the skill and the talent for it. I just think on a winning team, he'd be better suited being part of a rotation than he would be one of the starters.
I 100% agree. He's not. Let's just face it, man. I mean, he's at the end of his career. Now if they're doing this to bring in James Harden and do another damn super team, and the people in Phoenix are idiots. Management are just straight idiots, because the fact is that we're watching Denver. Last year with Golden State, Milwaukee teams, like they're building teams that fit chemistry, not just throwing a bunch of guys together. It's no damn well.
Right, they're building teams.
Everybody knows that James Harden, Devin Booker, and Kevin Durant gonna work together. It's not gonna work. It's just that's over with. And now you're trying to trade Ayton. So either it would make more sense to put role players around Booker and Durant, some hustle guys, some two-way guys, some guys who can defend, some grinders, to put them around them over trying to put another damn 20-point score in the mix. It don't make sense. The problem with Chris Paul is not only his age, he's still a solid point guard, but he can't stay healthy. You can't depend on him.
He can't play 82 games.
Yeah, you can't depend on him. I mean, he gets to the playoffs, but them hamstrings ain't shit. We already know. He pull them every year. I mean, it's just soft tissue injuries. You can't really. I don't know what you
can do. Can I squash this rumor?
Take yoga and all that. I don't know what you can really do. But
can I squash this rumor now?
He could lose 20
on Nationwide.
Lose 20 pounds.
Roku, can I squash this right now? I do not want him on the Lakers. I know Bron is this guy, and I know Bron is going after Kyrie. But now Chris Paul became available. LeBron will take Chris Paul way over Kyrie. We all know this. LeBron, if you're listening, don't do it, bro. Don't do it.
The Lakers
I respect Chris Paul.
LeBron and the Lakers are linked to every free agent and every person on the trade block out there. When the bottom line is,
but that's his man's though.
Yeah, it don't matter. But the bottom line is the Lakers need to run it back for a full season with that team. Maybe upgrade over D'Angelo Russell.
No,
you don't need another superstar. You don't need another superstar on that damn team, man. You just like look at Denver, and I know we're gonna jump into the NBA Finals, but that team is built. They young. They gonna make a run. Like this ain't Denver's last. I don't think this Denver team is one and done unless a bunch of injuries start happening. That team is built. You got shooters.
And while y'all tripping, they just picked up picks. Like yesterday, they just picked up picks, bro. It was sneaky, but they just picked up picks.
Yeah, I saw that.
It just makes sense, man. And
but like you said,
like all that throwing a bunch of guys together and hoping it worked. We saw Westbrook, LeBron, and AD didn't work. Kyrie, Harden, and Durant didn't work. That's done. It's over with. Like, let's get off this super team. I don't want to see no super team. That old Kyrie want LeBron and Dallas shit was ridiculous, man. Come on. Luka,
that was just
he made that up. LeBron. If y'all noticed, LeBron never commented on that. Y'all saw that?
Yeah. That was a marketing ploy.
That was Kyrie.
That was strategy.
And even with it didn't even make sense for Dallas to trade for Kyrie. You just want to throw a bunch of people in the mix that don't fit. Kyrie and Luka dominate the ball. Why would you put them two together? It don't work. When are we gonna get that? Like, when does that concept kick in? As us as fans can see it. I know these execs making millions of dollars. Somebody hire me, please. Please hire me. I mean, because if they don't see it, if these idiots don't see it, and y'all listen to these people that want to play with their buddies, and you see this shit ain't working, you're gonna keep doing it. What's the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over again. Can
you imagine Luka? Can y'all imagine Luka, whose team it is, and a guy that came in for 20 games, say, I want LeBron in Dallas? A guy that's a free agent came in, played 20 games, they didn't make the playoffs, is going to have a nerve to say, I want LeBron in Dallas. Just we ain't tripping on Luka. I want LeBron in Dallas. So if you Luka, you like, man, get this dude out of here, man. Hey, goodbye. But Dallas was so desperate because they done lost a couple players over the last couple years, and they got the money to actually pay Kyrie. They're gonna end up doing it because they're desperate. You can't afford
Well,
for this idiot
Cuban,
to walk off,
Cuban,
even though he's an
right?
idiot.
From the
You
bad
can't
spot.
afford for him to walk off because you gave up
All
too
right.
many players over, and you traded a lot of players to get him. So technically,
Okay.
you got to keep Kyrie.
So now, what about your boy that's been on social media on a different couple podcasts, making statements and all of that? Dang. Now, Portland has come out and kind of stated that they will give up uh, Anthony Simmons and possibly the number 3 pick to get players to put around Dame after he came out and made all these comments about, oh, I would like to play in New York. Boston came up, you know, but I think he Dame said he'll go play in Brooklyn because that's where he would be the man,
And they
and
got
if nobody else is there,
good pieces over there
and
too.
they got good pieces over there.
Around
So,
He
what's
actually
your thought?
he
What's
actually
your
said
thoughts on
Miami
that?
too. He actually said Miami.
Yeah, Miami
I,
was a destination as well. So, what's your thoughts, DY, on that rumor that's going around?
You know, we've had this conversation about Dame before, and I think he just kind of testing the waters right now. I don't know how serious this is or how much validity he may have. You hear all the trade rumors. There's a trade rumor around, with him going to the Sixers for Maxey, Tobias Harris, and some picks. So you can put some sort of fantasy scenario together with Dame and going to all of these different destinations. It's a reach for me. I don't really believe that this is going to be the year for Dame to make that move. And if it is the year for him to make the move, it's only a few places that's going to make sense. He's not going somewhere like a Brooklyn because him on Brooklyn is not a championship team. They're a better team. They're a better playoff team, but no way in hell are they a championship team. If Dame is going to go, he's got to go to a championship caliber team. And for him, it's only a few places that can happen. And I don't know if the money can make it can I don't know if it can be made to happen with the money. He can go to LA, he could go to Miami, he could possibly go to Philly, but if you giving up Harris and Maxey, I don't know if that's such a good deal.
I won't give up
Well, I,
Maxey. I'll give up
I
Harris.
will.
I'll give up Harris and a cup of coffee. Goodbye. But I
Well, to
wouldn't.
get Dame,
I wouldn't give up
well,
Maxey.
if you Portland and you don't ask for Maxey in that deal, you're stupid.
Yeah.
But
You can ask
Portland,
for him, but if I'm
that's
Philly, I ain't giving
that's
up Maxey.
but look, just to, like, here's once again front offices. Right, we always talk about the front office. You have to know when it's time to tear it down. You know, you got to know. So if Portland's talking about, oh, I'm gonna trade the number 3 pick and Anthony Simmons for a bunch of, to get some players to put around Dame, you're an idiot. Please hire me. Please. Trade
Right.
Dame now. Get you some young players. Use that number 3 pick. Get a top guy. You may take a draft or 2 to get that guy in. It's time for Portland to rebuild. The Dame thing is over. He's getting long in the tooth. His trade value is still high right now. You trade him. Portland's not winning shit. I don't care who you bring in there. And Portland's not winning nothing. So you have to realize it's time to just move on. And don't wait for Dame to say it. You go to Dame and say, look, this ain't going nowhere.
Right.
This ain't going nowhere. We're gonna take the best deal we can
And
get. Maybe it is mine.
also the money. What you say is, hey, Dame, look, you gave us all you had. You've been extremely loyal. This is the Kevin Garnett conversation in Minnesota. You've been extremely loyal, dog. But it's time. And
Thank you.
we're not gonna send you to
But we got to
Orlando.
move on.
We're gonna do right by you. You tell us where you might want to go and we'll make it happen. That's the Kevin Garnett Minnesota conversation. Hey, dog, it's time. It's time.
That's a great point.
They made a little
fellas.
run to the Western Conference Final. The best team they had while he was there. It's time.
Yep.
And Garnett had to agree with that. That's the same thing they got to do with Dame. I agree with you.
Kevo.
It can't be Dame. They have to go to Dame and say, hey, man.
Hey, Kevo, we got to pay some bills, man. We're going to go to commercial break so we can pay some bills and make sure that this show keep running. So when we come back, man, we're gonna continue this NBA talk, and I really want to get into the possibility. Me and Lefty, we talked about it this week. The new possible All-Star game, international versus American. So we'll get
Oh
into
my
that
God.
along with the NBA
And man, we
finals.
gotta talk about
So
these
we're gonna take
finals,
a
bro.
commercial. So we'll be back in a second, man.
How do you take care of your mind health?
For my mental health, I meditate in the mornings.
I have my dogs. They're the best.
I just find ways that help me just relax.
Finding things that make me happy, like being close to my family.
I meditate a lot and read books.
I have hobbies outside of the game. I'm able to switch off. I'm able to turn my brain off from the game of basketball.
Your mind health matters.
Your mind health matters.
Yeah, hello. I'm really not sure if this is what you all do, but I really don't have anywhere else to turn.
Hi. I don't even know why I'm calling right now. I'm sorry. My thoughts are going a mile a minute.
My kids are out of state. My buddies from the army are all gone now. I'm really alone.
I left the service last year. My mom just passed away a few months ago. I miss so much time with her. I keep getting calls about the bills, and I'm trying to get a job, but I feel so stuck.
Okay, ma'am. I'm glad you called.
Okay, sir. Let's stay on the line and walk through some things.
Thanks.
Okay.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Hey, it's your boy, the Superback, Sean Sierra, and be sure to follow Sports Zone Chicago on all social media platforms, on Facebook, Instagram, and our Roku channel. You can find us at Sports Zone Chicago, and on Twitter, we are at Sports Zone Shy. Also, be sure to download our mobile app so you can take Sports Zone Chicago with you on the go.
Well, all right. Let's get into this NBA Finals, man. The Nuggets are up 3-1. Next game is Monday, where they can go ahead and close us out with a gentleman's sweep, or they can end up uh, taking an L and this series prolonging. I'm sure the NBA would like that to keep this going. But man, let's talk about this. What we've been seeing. Kev, you kind of alluded to it. You said that Miami, no, Lefty, they stole one. You know, they got one game, but it's clear that the Nuggets are the much deeper and better team. And for me, Miami has to play 3 times better than the Nuggets, because you can't keep trading baskets, because you won't win that way. The first quarter they kind of hang, and it's probably, a couple points of difference at the end of the first quarter, but that second, third, and fourth, man, it's just been the Nugget show. So Lefty, I'll let you start off on it, man. Let's talk about it.
What you're watching is just purely a more dominant team. That's just, and they just it's not even exposing them. I think they're just the better team, and that's what it is in the NBA. When you talk series, when you're playing just a much more dominant team, it is what it is. Miami has been outplayed. Miami outplayed Denver for 6 minutes, and that was the fourth quarter, game 2, the one they stole, because Denver was dominating that game. They dominated every stat, except the scoreboard. Miami went on that run in 6 minutes, and they won the game. It's just, I think Miami's throwing everything they can. There's just nothing you can do, And so at this, we talked about it at the beginning of the series. We made the call. They didn't get the sweep, but they're just dominating Miami, man. There's nothing you can do with Joker. You can't double him. You can't play off him. You can't switch. Like I'm looking at Gandy's comment, like his sleeper team. I don't know how Denver was all of a sudden a sleeper team. They've been a top
Well, this
team.
is what Gandy do. He pick up on the
Yeah,
team.
that's what Gandy do. He was a Phoenix rider 2 years ago.
Yeah, but just saying, like, when people call them sleepers, they've been the top team in the West all year. They whooped Durant and Booker. They whooped LeBron and AD. They dominate throughout this playoffs. Man, that's a damn good team out there. And Miami, like I said before, they Rocky Balboa thing. They did it. Go Rocky, 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 Rocky. But it's over. Apollo Creed and knocked your ass out. Ain't nothing. It's just a better. The better team is just dominating the series. In every aspect. And that Denver team is young. They could go on a nice little run, man, if they keep this team together. I don't think that their coach gets enough credit as well. The adjustments, Mike Malone, the adjustments he made, like when bringing in Jeff Green or putting bigger guys on Jimmy, when Jimmy started to kind of get off, with the young guys, the smaller guys kind of backing them down, the little turnaround jumper, then what he do? He'll put Aaron Gordon or Jeff Green on. Just a taller guy, longer guy than Jimmy really can't get off. So, it's better team, man. That's all I can really say about it.
DY, what's your analysis on it?
You look at that performance by Aaron Gordon in the last game, and you talk about his ability not only to stick Jimmy, but his ability to move away from him, to switch, go down to the post and play a bam, play a big man, come up to the top of the key, play a guard or a forward or a scorer. I think this team just has all of the tools that are necessary to win the championship. They one of the hottest teams right now. I'll give them that credit. But looking into the future and what I would love to see is probably should have been the matchup this year. You got to remember Miami knocked off the Bucks and Giannis, or hurt Giannis, this year in the playoffs. I can't wait to see them come back healthy next year. And let me see Giannis and his squad go toe-to-toe with this type of team. I think they match up well, especially when it comes to the bigs.
Ooh, that'll be a great matchup.
I look more forward to that based upon how they're playing in this finals. They've outmatched Miami. Miami best bet, they better try to get Tyler Hero and his 20 points a game back, because although the games have been somewhat lopsided, they haven't been blowouts. I think that's their only hope for extending this finals.
Yeah.
But first of all, this series is over. I thought Miami was going to win last night, and I thought that was going to be their last victory. Like Lucky said, they just a better team, man. And there's nothing you can do. Like, they tried we just going to let Joker score. That didn't work. We just going to, we're going to close out on the shooters. But they just take 2 dribbles and step up and shoot. And what is really exposing y'all, and I don't know if y'all Jimmy Butler fans, I like Jimmy, but I keep saying he's not a superstar. He's just a star. So if that's the guy that's supposed to be your superstar, he's supposed to be the man, and they follow my lead and all that. But what we see in this series, all we got to do is put Aaron Gordon on you, and we shut you up. That's all we got to do. It ain't no scheme to stop Jimmy or none of that. All they do, Aaron Gordon, guard him. Aaron Gordon, you tired? Hey, Jeff, hey, Uncle Jeff, come here. Guard him. We ain't got to worry about you, Jimmy. So for all of you guys that think this guy's a superstar, I've been telling you the whole time, he's not. He's a very good two-way player, no doubt. But you can only go so far if that's your main dude. Now I'm gonna give credit to Bam because I was on Bam last series. What he's doing this series, I thought he should have did against Boston. Bam didn't ball up. Bam didn't get you everything he got. And that ain't even Bam. Like Bam is not a 20 and 25, 13 dude.
Right.
But in this series, because Joker is backing off of him, you notice Bam got that free throw jumper all day. Joker just giving it to him. And to Bam's credit, he's hitting it. But you need your Caleb Martin. I need to give Ben credit on this. I hate it's a bad look. But Ben said Caleb Martin will fall off. I don't know if the man is hurt, but he is falling off. Ben, I will give you credit for that. But you see, like DY said, Miami has to be perfect. You need Strauss, what's Vincent? You need Martin. Like they all have to click. And in game 2, when they was hitting their threes, they did it. They have to play perfect against Denver because Denver can get a different guy every night. Like they're just overmatched. And they too little. At the end of the day, Miami is too little, dog. Ain't nothing they can do. That's why you can put Uncle Jeff, Gordon, and people like that on Jimmy, and you let Bam score all you want because they have nobody else that can pick up the slack. I think Dame will be perfect in Miami. I really do. Dame will be perfect.
Let me jump in here, Kev. I did say Marvin.
I hate giving you credit
off.
too, by the way, but go ahead.
It is what it is, man. But giving you a lot shout out today, Kev. But it's really a Kobe jersey, not a Laker jersey to me. But that's neither here nor there.
Oh, man. It say Lakers on
right. Don't say Kobe.
No, dude. I don't see Kobe, but go ahead. I thought it was just me, y'all, but go ahead.
You see what that is, the number 8. I should have wore it backwards like crisscross, so it just said Bryant. But that's neither here nor there.
This is the same dude that said he hate the Lakers and showed up on the show with a Laker jersey. But carry on, though.
Hey,
carry on.
I'm a Kobe fan, and unfortunately, he was with the Lakers. But that's neither here nor there. But last night, Kev, you right. Miami had the chance to win. 8 minutes to go in the game. Joker gets his 5th foul. He didn't come back until 4 minutes and 30 seconds. So they had 4 minutes to make a run, get back into the game, to do something. But guess what? They was tired, man. I give y'all credit. Bam, he been balling out. But when he's needed the most, that little pull-up jumper, flat as fuck. I'm telling you, because
you bang against you bang against Joker the whole game and see how your jumper gonna be in the 4th quarter.
He has nobody to come in and give him a breather because he got to play 48 goddamn minutes. And then you are right about Uncle Jeff and Gordon, but Lefty, what did I tell you? Gordon don't care. It's GUFY to Miami because he puts them in the basket and bully balls them every chance he get, and he is taxing Jimmy because Jimmy is tired. He's tired. He's the only man out there that's trying to do anything, and right now he's been trying to play off the ball. Jimmy, if you gonna be the man, you gotta have that ball in your hand 24/7, making action, not Bam, because guess what happens when Bam is up there at the top of the key trying to make the plays? He's turning the ball over. And when they turn that ball over, they running.
Off to the race.
Running.
Hey, look. Ain't I been saying that the whole series? Yeah. Hey, look. Ain't I been saying that the whole series? Jimmy, if you the dude, be the dude. And he can't.
And Miami, you all hit it on the key. The one thing that I think everybody on the panel is saying, they have to play perfect for 4 games. And they only have been able to do that really in the 4th quarter, 1 game.
6 minutes. 6 minutes.
Yeah.
But like DY say, they really haven't been getting blown. Like for a legitimate basketball game, if you up 11 or 12, that's not a blowout. It's really not. And when they push it to 20 and that kind of thing, then
they be up 18 and then they empty the bench and then they close it.
They take their foot off the gas. It looks like it's closer than what it is. It makes it closer than what it is, but it really is not a close game.
It's not.
They just take their foot off the gas.
The last game they
Yeah,
went to
they clearly overmatched.
the last game they went to the fourth quarter only up 10 points. Miami cut that lead to 6 when Jokic went out. But beyond that, not having enough, you got Jimmy out there on a bum ankle, giving you everything he got. But we talked about
And
Gordon.
you know that's gonna come out after the finals. He was really hurt. You know that's gonna come out, right?
And it's already out there. You can see it every time he walking back in the post game. He hopping
Hey,
with
he
a
been
minute.
hurt the last 2 series before he even got to the finals.
Facts.
Right. So
been
you
hurt.
can't use that.
Can't get that to him now.
And I'm not using it as an excuse. My whole thing is for you think about them beating Boston, Struz, Vincent, all of those guys, and another guy who's a proven playoff veteran, Kyle Lowry. You got none of those players that's willing to step up and showcase any of their talents and any of their skills to keep Miami in these games. But you got a young
Kyle
fella.
Lowry giving you all he got, dog. That's all he got.
A young fella. Bruce
Ain't
Brown.
Kyle Lowry 36, 37?
37. They tell the
38.
17.
Yeah.
Oh, 37, 17 years in the league. They talk about it.
37.
Yeah. Come on, man.
He giving you all he got, man.
everything you got. And he was hurt most of the year, so he a little chubby dude out there.
He been chubby since Toronto.
No, he ain't been that chubby, bro.
He a fat ass now. Trust me.
No, he been
ain't
chubby.
been that chubby.
He been chubby.
He been chubby for a while now. Come on now. He ain't just
He been
chubby
for a minute.
doing this series.
But regardless, chubby.
Well, like you said, at 37, he giving you all he got, man.
He's a playoff proven veteran. Maybe at some point in time, your intellect could get you. Your basketball intellect could get you. You know what I'm saying? Some defensive stops because he's
Some buckets.
always known as a defender.
He been giving you that. I'll give you that. But I'll tell you the thing with Martin, he's guarding Murray. He's not a two-way player, bro. He's not a defensive guy and an offensive guy. He's not that guy. He gives you offense, he gives you a little bit of defense, and you guarding Murray. That's a tough ask.
Well,
That's why I knew he was gonna burn out. That's how I knew he was gonna burn out, bro.
Well, that's what, and I think a lot of people haven't given Denver like their offense credit. It's not this offense that's easy to guard. As far as like, it's not just one guy taking the ball and everybody standing around, a la the Chicago Bulls or other teams. Boston did. They constantly moving, they constantly cutting. You may have one guy spot up in the corner. When you switch, some guy going in the post. That wears you down, man. And then guarding bigger guys is always taxing. So, like you say, even when, but like against Boston, when Miami make those runs late in the game, like you wore out because you chasing dudes, man. You know when we play those teams, you had to chase cats around, everybody moving off the ball, and you got a ball man and watch your back. And
Lefty, it was
and then those jump shots started coming up short and flat. Like
it was teams
the money
that
you
played against
the money
us
you was
always
chasing.
seemed to
Ben
run around
wasn't chasing. It was just you.
and it was hard.
No, it was games we was all chasing. Like those little fast teams.
But it was just
we
you,
were
man.
the team, Lefty.
We was
the fast team, so it was hard for people to guard us because they always was chasing.
Right, they
always was chasing. But I'll tell you, Denver, Mike Malone has a similar Princeton offense, and when I say that old school where all these back cuts, and when you got good passes and Murray, Joker, back cuts eat you alive. Aaron Gordon is living and dying off the back cuts. KCP, back cuts. Brown, that Kev don't know his name, but you really know his name now. He had 25 last night?
21.
Man,
11,
listen.
11 and a 4.
He had 20. But you know what? Y'all know what Ben and by the way, the next time Michael Porter Jr. hit a shot, wake me up. But I'm gonna tell you, what they proven. What Denver is proving is you can have 2 stars, one big, one guard, and now you have a team. So what it's doing is putting the rest to the notion where you need a super team, 3 stars and all that. Denver's proving you don't. You got to have a 2-man punch, right? 1-2 punch, and now you build out a team. You got shooters, you got defenders, you got, you know what I mean? They're proving you can win by this formula. You don't need a 3-star, 4-star team to win a championship. That's what they're proving.
And it's not like Denver's a great defensive team either.
Hey, Lefty.
No, they're not.
Me and you talked about this. Is it the return of the big man?
Yes, it is. Like when the
Well,
team wins the
a skill
championship,
big man,
now,
not any
yeah, right.
big man, a skill big man. Yeah.
What you saw at the Lakers, Phoenix, Miami series is the size. It wears you down. Joker's a big guy. You're gonna need 2 or 3 bodies to throw at him, and not no 6'7", 6'8", 6'9" guy. You're gonna need some big, 260, 270, 280 guy to
Athletic
bang
guy
with him.
that can bang.
Athletic that can bang with him, and like the blue, it's being set up, and this league is a copycat league. When you see that
Right.
now, you're gonna have to adjust to the champs. You're gonna have to learn how to you're gonna have
That's
to have
what.
some bodies to throw
That's
at
my
them.
point.
And
Yeah.
DY, you hit the
That's my.
DY
That's my point.
because the Bucks would have been a better matchup because you got Brooke Lopez and you got Giannis, you got Bobby Portis.
Or the
That would
16.
have been you.
Mhm.
Every one of them is 16 and up. Athletic. I don't care what you say about Brooke Lopez. That dude is one of the biggest bodies in the league right now,
Big dude.
and he's mobile. I'm not saying he's fast and
I
jumping out the gym and all of that,
think Boston would have
but
been a better matchup.
Yeah,
I think Boston is long and Boston has
yeah,
more
with Horford
weapons.
and Williams.
Boston would have it'd have been a better series with Boston. I'm not saying
Not
Boston
thi-
would have
not
won it,
this,
but
not
I'm
this
saying
year's Boston.
they have bigger bodies and they have more weapons to throw at Denver. Miami don't have no weapons, man, and they not big, so you don't have a lot
Yeah,
to
I'm
throw at them.
sorry.
That's why they
I'm
dominate.
gonna tell you,
Boston might have got 2. Boston
they
might
would
have
have
got
got 2, but I'm gonna take a
But
page
what
out
I'm
of
saying
Gilbert
is
Arenas
Boston.
book. Gilbert Arenas said, "Ain't no way that you putting Grant Williams down there to guard nobody 16 and up." I'm sorry,
2. Hell no.
that's
You put him
lunch.
on
I agree,
Aaron
but
Gordon
look at
in
what
the
Miami doing.
Shaq,
in the line.
Shaq say
Miami. If
barbecue
y'all watch
chicken.
this, if y'all watch this series, Miami is switching. Joker would throw the ball to the wing, they'll switch, and all of a sudden Joker got Vincent on him. Murray will
Or
throw that
Aaron
ball
Gordon have
straight back
Vincent
to
on.
Joker. Joker don't even hesitate. He move him out the way, go right to the basket. Like they don't have no big bodies.
I'm so
You know what I
tired
mean?
of seeing
Like in today's NBA,
Vincent getting abused like that, man, in
and
the paint. I'm so tired of seeing that,
yeah,
man.
because
Dude
they
get
keep
into an
switching.
ice bath every day because of that switch.
But
They
look
got
at
to zone up.
Because they
but
They
keep
got
look
to zone
switching.
up.
look at
In
what
today's,
that's a well
and I don't
coached
know how
team.
practice.
That's a well coached team. You
No,
go to
I
Miami.
agree with that.
They
But
figured out that zone. They go right to the free throw, right to the elbow, put the ball in there,
yep,
they start cutting,
yep.
they break it down. But remember, everybody was going with the small lineup when Golden State did it, right? So everybody went with their depth lineups, the little
But Golden
small
State had
five
shooters. It's
lineup.
different. Golden State
Right,
had
I know,
shooters.
I know, but I'm saying, but now look at where we at now. Everybody was adjusting to that. Now you get a team like Denver, a bunch of bigs, like actual athletic bigs, who you can't put them small lineups against. They expose it every time. So what's the league about to do? They about to adjust. You about to see these
Get
bigger
you some
guys
wings.
get back
Get
in
you
the mix.
some big wings.
Yeah, you want to get some bigger guys in the mix now, man. You're gonna have to.
Golden State is trying to get bigger.
Yeah, well, they shouldn't have gave up Wiseman. They gave up on him a little too quick, but
Well,
that is
Wiseman
what
was
it is.
trash. Let's just call it what it was. He was a
I don't
bust.
think he was trash.
He
No,
was a
they gave up
bust.
too quick, man. Real talk. They
They
didn't let that
In
boy.
that system. He's a
gave
bust in that
They
system.
expected him to step out there and be what the bigs Golden State had, and when he didn't do it right away, they gave up on him. So that's true. They gave up on him a little too early. Now they didn't get a man
Wiseman would have been the
full
most.
year.
Wiseman would have been the most skilled big man that they would have had. He could have really helped them out a lot this year. AD exposed them. I mean, they were just too small at the end of the day. But like we say, the league is about to change. Like if you 6'10" and up, you should be jumping in the draft right now because everybody gonna have to match up. You're gonna have to get big and bang now.
Yeah.
And not just one big. You're gonna have to get a center, backup center. You got to get bigger power forwards. Some taller shooting small forwards. You're gonna have to get bigger. And the way this team is built is built old school, but they play the new school style of ball. But they just don't chuck up threes all day, but they hit open threes. They got shooters
Right.
on the team. It's just a well-built team, man.
But like you say, they're not the greatest defensive team, but on the offensive end, they're a matchup problem because you got a skilled big man. You got a guy that can shoot Murray and score, get his own shot. But then you got your KCPs. You got your I don't even know why I'm finna say this, but you got your Michael Porter Jr.'s. You got
No.
guys come off the
What
bench.
about Christian Brown?
Oh, that boy from Kansas.
Kansas,
Woo.
Yes.
Kansas, baby,
Yes.
Kansas.
Yes.
Ooh, you better, yeah.
Yes.
And like joking.
I see the Reggie Jackson thing. Y'all see a Reggie Jackson thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. We saw that for
Now,
about what?
That's how good that team was. Reggie Jackson led the Clippers last year. Got them to the damn. I don't know if they made the playoffs, and I think they did. But Reggie Jackson can score.
Can't get
man.
off
He
the
can't
bench.
even get on the court.
Can't get on the
court, man.
Get on the court.
Yeah, but it's the.
But like you say, that rookie dude, he didn't got in the lineup now. You can't take him out now.
It's the kryptonite to the small ball. You got bigger, athletic guys, and you just can't match up with them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And like you say, people always try to copy the champs. So what you're gonna see is people, and I think it's gonna be a lot of moves this summer, by the way. But people gonna show out their bench because you got to have bench guys to come in to guard. You got to have bench guys to come in to shoot. You got it, and you don't. They're showing you don't need a 3-4 superstar lineup. You just need a team. They're giving you the blueprint.
Well,
I agree.
Lefty, I gotta eat crow and say you were right. There will not be a Father's Day game. They will not be.
No, the league was hoping to stretch it to Father's Day. They was hoping to stretch it next Sunday, but it's not gonna happen.
It ain't happening. It ain't happening, man.
We're gonna be watching the Red Sox.
Y'all better enjoy Monday night.
Cubs, White Sox. We gotta watch that on Father's Day. So we'll be outside smoking and drinking.
Y'all better enjoy Monday night because that's the last game of the NBA season.
And you know, if
that might be a blowout, NBA, right? It might be a blowout Monday.
If the NBA gods want to bless us, it ain't going past Thursday night.
Right. Miami would need to win 2, and I don't see that happening.
Yeah, not happening.
I don't see that happening.
Not happening. You know, if anything, it's Thursday night. But you know, it is what it is.
They would have had to win last night to do that. They ain't winning Monday night.
Well, we said that about Miami and Boston Game 7, so you never know. I mean, but I don't see any way that you can beat a team 3 straight that's been dominating you for the first 3 or 4 games. So we'll see what happens.
This summer, this is my Negro Damas. This will be the summer of the mid-level veteran hard hat guys getting paid.
Oh yeah,
I agree. It's gonna be some movement.
This is also
like I said, you gotta get big. You gotta get some athletic wings.
Don't look for stars, superstar movement and all that. You might get 1 or 2, but you're gonna see all these mid-level, these veterans as hard hats, been doing it for a while, rebound, diving on the floor. You're gonna see those guys show up in a lot of different other teams, and you're gonna be like, that ain't big news. Yeah, it is. It is.
The other thing you're gonna start looking at is these late round draft picks, first round picks, these undrafted guys, guys that really nobody pays attention to the draft after the first 5 or 6. You kind of like, whatever, we don't know these guys. But you better start paying attention because these guys are coming up. These guys that you don't really, not high profile collegiate guys, they coming up and they taking minutes from vets. They coming in and taking minutes from vets. Look at Austin Reeves with the Lakers.
Christian Brown.
Christian Brown, like all these cats, man, they coming up. You better start paying attention to them. And other teams gonna give them shots. They gonna watch them hustle guys, those Caruso type. Those cats finna get real serious looks now. It ain't gonna matter your draft position no more.
Yeah, you're right. So man, the NBA Finals, man, it is what it is. The most disrespected team in NBA history will be raising the banner.
Disrespected,
holding the trophies.
Yeah. 1 seed.
But you know what?
The most disrespected team.
To their credit, they've been number 1 all year, bro.
Yeah, but they've been number disrespected too
all year.
Do you remember hearing maybe you should avoid Memphis and drop to the 8th seed to play Denver?
Yeah,
remember hearing that around the time of the playing game? Maybe you want to be the 8th seed. No.
Hey.
Denver playing with a chip on their shoulder. They know it. It's bulletin board material for them.
Yeah,
Hey, if y'all
yeah,
running
it is.
if y'all running the job this summer, ask him if he's still worried about anybody in the West.
He got bigger problems to worry about.
Yeah, he got way more problem to worry
He
about.
got way more problems. Uh,
His toy
you
gun.
know, I be searching through, social media for questions in all these sports groups that we got out here, man. And one of them was, what was the most disrespectful play of all time? And I got four of them for you. I want you to let me know which one did you feel was the most disrespectful play in NBA. Number one, when Sean Kemp dunked on Alden Lister and gave him the finger. Number two was Pip's dunk on Ewing, where he gave him the push,
There it is.
pushed him all into the
There it is.
the baseline.
And stood
Then
over.
you had Shaq when he dunked on Chris Dudley and then pushed him into the crowd, or everybody's favorite AI with the step over Tyronn Lue. Which one was the most disrespectful play in your eyes? DY, I'll let you go first.
It's got to be the Scotty dunk, man. You talking about playoff basketball. You talking about him catching the ball at the top of the key and basically tomahawking Patrick Ewing into oblivion. And then he put his nuts
That
in his
was
mouth.
terrible, though. That was terrible.
Finish him. Finish him.
That was terrible.
It's
Y'all
hard. It's
see
hard.
Ewing trying to push him off.
Yeah, it's hard to put Shaq at the top because Shaq is so big. He literally did that to every single center he played against every single night. At some point in time, he bully balled a lot of people, man. Sean Kemp was ahead of his time. I think at the time that probably was the most disrespectful, until Scotty came through. And I'd like to put in one honorable mention, and that's the Mike turnaround baseline dunk on New York when he faked three
On Ewing.
players
Yeah.
and dunked on Ewing.
Damn, Patrick Ewing just can't catch a break, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I agree with DY. Out of those four, it got to be Pip. Whenever you dunk on a 7-footer, and like you said, just the whole, the push down, the stepping over them, the utmost disrespect. When bigs dunk on other bigs and bigs dunk on smaller guys, it's like, it's a ooh moment. But it's just something about when smaller guys. My honorable mention is going to go to the Olympic team when Vince Carter jumped over dude. That's my honorable mention.
That right there, that's in the multiverse.
That's something.
KDL, what's your thoughts on this one?
I would go with, but I got to go with AI, man. Got to go with AI, man, because that was my team, man. That was my team, man. And I remember Stephen A. say they're gonna lose this series because ain't nobody stopping Shaq. I remember this. Ain't nobody stopping Shaq. He kept saying AI gonna get you one, and then that's gonna be it. I didn't think it was gonna be game one. Because you remember the Lakers tried to run the table during that time. They went 15-1 that year in the playoffs. They tried to run the table. AI did a move and then he did a step back, and Ty Lue tried to jump and he failed. And for AI to hit the shot, AI knew what he was doing, man. He could have just moved on. He did the slow step over.
Yeah.
And then he ran off. Now that's disrespectful.
You got an honorable mention out there, Kev?
I got an honorable mention. Damn, I just had it in my head. I just had it in my head. I should have let off that. Hold on. And come back to me.
While you thinking about it, I'm gonna put it in there too. The Kobe over Dwight Howard.
Hey, listen.
That was
well. I would. It came back. I'm gonna go Vince Carter over Alonzo Moore.
Yeah.
When he came from the wing,
he kept on rising. But
right. He came from the wing and dunked on Morning, and Morning failed.
Yeah.
I want y'all to think back.
It's like he pushed VC up higher, and he just dunked him. And next thing you know, he landed against the support. Yeah, that was a good one, Kev. as far as these four, man, I'm like you guys. I got to go with the Pip. AI to step over to Ron Lou because of the era, and I get at maybe that's like a 1C to me. But my honorable mention, and the reason why I say this, as a guard, you've always been taught step in, take the charge. But when Tom Chambers dunked on Mark Jackson,
with two hands on stride.
he tried to take the charge and he caught the knees, both shoulders, and the nuts to the face. It was over with.
I'm gonna correct you on one thing, because I think we should have took AI out of it because that wasn't a dunk. What you forgot is Kevin Johnson over Elijah Wan.
Was it Kevin over Elijah Wan, or was that Mark Eaton?
Yeah, that was nice.
He got Mark Eaton too.
Yeah, and Steve Francis had one too, but those were pretty disrespectful. Like I said, when there's
what about the dunk Mike did over Mark Eaton?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Well, name one player that Mike didn't get.
He finally got Mutombo.
He got everybody.
He finally got Mutombo.
But man, that it was a lot of they was going back and forth, man. That was one of the best topics in one of the sports leagues that I'm in, and I was like, man, that's crazy. It's been a lot of different poster plays that we have actually watched back in the day that still reign. Is like you can put them in the top, man. It's crazy.
Oh, yeah, Jay over Michael Cooper. Somebody brought that up in the.
Yeah.
Dr. J.
Yeah. And I mean, he rocked that boy, and he had no doubts. Didn't care. Cooper, you gonna get this.
Yeah, but Cooper wasn't a shot blocker either, too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was kind of guard on.
He's a defense. He's a defensive dog, though.
Yeah.
And he thought
got him though.
He thought he could challenge that, but it was just like at this moment he knew he was wrong.
Fuck around and find out moment.
Yeah, I forgot about the cradle dunk.
Yeah, that was a sick one too.
Right. Now, Lefty, me and you, we kind of went back and forth talking about the NBA All-Star and a possibility for this next year's All-Star game where they may put the international players versus the American players. Now, Lefty, you said NBA might not want to do this because the international lineup can bring some smoke.
It's sick.
It's sick. It's sick.
Luka, Giannis, Joker. Hell, Embiid not American born either.
Greek, Murray.
Jamal Murray from Canada.
You can look. You can even go down. You go to the bench. Marketing, Siakam, Patty Mills. I even throw Vuk out there too. You know, what is it? Brogdon, then Porzingis. They can field a nice little roster, man.
Adam Silver will get a call from Joe Biden. Adam Silver will get a call from Joe Biden. And don't you embarrass our country like that ever again by doing that sick. We were trying to, matter of fact, a more challenging question. We were trying to put a U.S. team together.
Okay.
Like, I couldn't even put one together, really.
Man, I was looking at it, Lefty. So you got KD, you got Steph. LeBron is still out there. He is a great player. AD. You got Tatum, Harden, AD.
LeBron ain't playing in no game.
No, not Olympics.
It's not Olympics. It's an All-Star game.
They talking about this
international.
Like
international Smith. Yeah, like hockey.
NHL does that. International versus US.
You got AD, Kyrie, Booker, Dame. But the one thing is, it's the size factor. The size.
Well, one thing that's facts is one thing that's true, and I'm glad Silver they even addressing it, is that All-Star game is trash. The last couple of years have been absolutely horrible. It's been hard to watch. You know, they're not taking it serious. There's no pride, no nothing in it. It's horrible. So the fact that I think that makes Silver a pretty good commissioner to realize that, and forget what the players think, whatever. Let's make this a better, more entertaining for the fans. That's what it's supposed to be about.
Well, it'll for damn sure be competitive because the U.S. wouldn't want to get embarrassed.
Yeah,
so it'll be competitive.
But the issue is, if you look overall, one reason that the international players are so good coming in is because the NBA has adopted so much of the international game. They want to speed the game up, and so this is what happens. College. A lot of the American-born kids are still going to college, and they're not playing that NBA style. Those guys been playing this style of ball, Luka and them, since they were
14
13,
and under.
14, 15. You know what I'm saying? So they coming in dominating the game is made for them. Like this style of ball is what they do. So it'll be fun to watch, and I think the U.S. It will be some pride in it. You know what I mean? You don't want to just get blown
Yeah,
out
right.
in front of your home
Yeah,
country.
right.
So
And that's what I
it'll
keep
be good
saying.
for that part.
It'll be competitive as hell.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It would be.
Do it, Silver. Do it.
I would like to see that, man. On a side note, man, coming off the NBA a little bit, if Turncoat was a person, and I'm talking about the PGA Tour, I mean, talking about backtracking, that was all that lawsuit, everything that they was putting into play and all of that. They was trying to find players and all that just to backtrack and throw all that out the way and cut a deal. It's like, come on, man.
Hey,
You just
I'm gonna get lucky
you wasted
credit
all
on
this
this
time.
show. I'm gonna get lucky credit on this show. He always says, follow the money.
Facts.
You know what I think?
Facts.
First of all, the PGA is hypocrites. That's number one.
Yeah.
Number two, I think in that trial that would have came up, it'd have been a lot of dirt that came out.
Yes.
They didn't want to risk that.
No.
So they chose to play ball with them instead of competing against them. Because they were gonna, when they was throwing them salaries out there, they were gonna keep losing big stars. I don't give a damn what Tiger Woods said. Everybody at the PGA ain't got Tiger Woods money. So when Liv was throwing that money out there, they were gonna keep losing major stars to Liv. Liv just it's a two-way street. The PGA got the TV contracts. Liv did not. Liv got the money.
Not yet.
So it makes sense. Everybody,
Right.
let's all eat. Let's stop fighting. Let's all eat. My problem is the PGA commissioner. I don't know if they got a union. I think it's all solo. They didn't run it by nobody.
Yeah.
They just showed up at a press conference and say, "This is what we doing." All the PGA stars like, man, what the hell going on? They never ran it by him. Dude just did it. The commissioner just did it.
Well,
so they don't have
you got
unions in golf, right?
Dirt would have came out.
No.
A lot of stuff would have came out.
Yes, I'm telling you. Now everybody, they coming on the Ryder Cup. The same dudes you said that couldn't play in the PGA, now y'all together.
Now, more competition, more ratings. So they folded to the money.
Folded to the money, baby.
And at the end of the day, until golf gets another Tiger, that they can really put out and put out on the front line like that big star that everybody wants to follow, that guy that packs the golf course everybody wants to see. I mean, you had a couple of cats that came through for a hot second and were pretty good, but they haven't been able to find that next one yet. So maybe they're waiting for Tiger Son or somebody, some prodigy to come up and push him. But at the end of the day, I don't think, regardless, even with them united, I still don't see it happening to those big, until they get that big name, the ones that Nikes get behind, the commercial, other big companies get behind and push them.
Right. All right. We got about 10 minutes left in the show, man. So let's dive over into the NFL for a little bit. Let's get a couple questions for y'all. Kev, you should like this one. Who will have a better season? Kellen Moore and Justin Herbert, or McCarthy and Dak? Because now McCarthy is calling the plays now. They got rid of Kellen Moore, saying he was drought. So who do you think will have a better season? The Chargers or the Cowboys? KDL.
The Chargers. Kellen Moore, like, you could talk about his offense all you want, but his offense is one of the top offenses in the league. He's pass happy. So if you go to Herbert with the weapons the Chargers got, then yeah, you're gonna go with the Chargers. Look, this McCarthy is on. If McCarthy don't do nothing this year, he's gonna get fired. So if you're depending on that to be the man like that, that ain't no. Now you can bring who they got. They got the wide receiver from Houston.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they still got an offense, but now he's talking about running the ball. He's going back to the old school style. He ain't pass happy. He was saying Kellen Moore was too pass happy.
Well, I think the biggest problem. I'll go ahead, Kevin.
No, I was just saying that the pass happy offensive coordinator is now hooked up with Herbert. Clearly, that's going to be better than what Dallas going to do offensively.
But just because Herbert's a better quarterback too. At the end of the day, I think Dak has hit his ceiling. Like Dak is what he's gonna be, regardless of how much you paid him or what it is. He had his best seasons when he had a running game and a solid defense. Now Dallas gonna have a hell of a defense. Dallas definitely gonna have a defense. So
yeah, they got a D.
You know, you're gonna have to. I think McCarthy's gonna have to handle Dak with you got to handle him a little genuinely. Like you got to get that running game going. You got to let the defense put him in positions where you got to have a shorter field. But Justin Herbert, I don't think we've seen the best of him yet. And Kellen Moore gonna fling that ball around. So I'm with Kev. I'm going to Chargers.
DY, I was asking the question: who's gonna have a better season? Kellen Moore, Justin, or McCarthy calling the plays with Dak?
You know, Herbert, as good as he's been, has yet to have that kind of breakout type season that we typically see from these young aspiring quarterbacks. I got a feeling that he is ready to take the next step up. He's going to have to, being in the most competitive division in football right now, if his team got any shot at competing, and they're a good team offensively and pretty good defensively. So if they can stay healthy, then yeah, the Chargers definitely got where it's at. The thing about Dak is, man, Dak's gonna be Dak. What you see is what you get from him. I don't know if you're gonna get a better season out of him other than the one that he had before he got hurt. They did put some tools around him, so you could potentially see Dak's stats go up this year because he got some targets this year. And I think they put a little strength on that offensive line through the draft. So, but I just expect big things coming from that young arm. I've seen him make some phenomenal throws, and I expect him only to move forward, move up.
Okay.
Dak needs a running game around him too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see how
But
that
when
goes.
is Pollard coming? Like, when is he eligible to play?
They say he'll be ready for camp.
Yeah, train
They say
for
he's gonna
camp.
be ready.
Said he'll be ready for camp. Now, lefty,
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Geno Smith. Will he have a better season than he had last year, or he hit his ceiling?
I'm gonna say he hit his ceiling. I don't think he's gonna have a better season. He may have close to the same numbers. I can't see him having a better season. Like in the end of the day, it was like a come out of nowhere type thing. With no expectations behind it. So you know what happens when you have a season like he had last year. The expectations are a lot higher. Seattle hasn't done too much.
Money.
Seattle hasn't done too much and nothing to improve it or put anything else around him. So I think he'll stay the same. I don't think he's gonna fall off. He ain't gonna be no bum, but he ain't, I don't see him doing better than what he just did.
KDL.
Geno will be about. I agree with this. What DY just said is perfect for Geno. That's what you're gonna get out of Geno. Now, if you expect him to be a top quarterback, that ain't Geno. We got enough sample size of Geno to know that was his best season. He deserved his money. If you think that's going any higher, you're fooling yourself. Go ahead, just about the same season. They letting him throw the ball. They really ain't got no running game too tough for Seattle, so he'll throw the ball. But he not gonna just jump off the TV screen. No, Gino is who he is.
T.Y.
I think you could potentially see Geno have a better season. They drafted a top wide receiver, you know what I'm saying, in the first round, to go along with Lockett and whatchamacallit, Metcalf. They drafted a running back in the second, a high second round pick. So I think they kind of retooled that offensive a little bit and gave Geno a couple more weapons to see how effective he can be. He played last year for his money. Let's get that straight. He played last year for his big payday, and he earned it. He earned every single bit of it. But this Seattle team ain't no slouch of a team.
No, they're not.
So you better get real familiar with that squad and what they did in the draft and free agency and things like that. So I could potentially see Geno having a slightly better year than last year.
Okay.
Oh,
asking for a lot, DY.
Okay.
They've given him.
If you ain't got enough sample size to Geno by now.
Right.
He been in the league, what, 12 years? Something like that?
Something like that. He's been around a long time.
Been around a long time, but sometimes it takes for the right spot.
That man wasn't playing with no contract. He's playing with his career.
Right.
He's playing his career last year.
Last NFL question, man, before we do our parting shots, man. Put y'all Negro Damas hats on. And 49ers, who will be their starting QB game one? Brock, Trey, or Sam? Lefty.
Sam who?
Darnold. Sam Darnold.
Come on, man. If Purdy's healthy, Purdy's gonna get it. I think they've almost checked out on Trey Lance, but it depends on if Purdy's healthy. If Purdy's not healthy,
he played one game last year though.
Yeah, but I mean, if Purdy's not healthy, you got to give Trey Lance another shot at it. To at least remember, the 49ers traded up. They gave up a couple of some nice high picks to get.
They gave up a lot.
Trey Lance. So you got to try to save face a little bit. So if Purdy's not healthy, Trey Lance gonna have every opportunity to take that job.
DY.
Definitely Purdy, man. I mean, look what this kid did last year, man. If you ain't expecting that San Francisco team and upper management to not want to see what this kid is capable of, you really fooling yourself. Brock Purdy all the way 100%. Those other guys ain't got a chance. Trey Lance could. If Trey's smart, I come in, I have a good training camp, try to do everything I can in the preseason to get me somewhere where I could go play.
KDL.
It's gonna be Purdy. Trey Lance is trade bait. If Trey Lance shows up healthy, cool. You know, we ain't gonna put you on the field. They gonna trade him, bro. They're not gonna keep that dude, man.
I said, who gonna trade for him? You need a partner to trade. Who won't?
No, hey man, quarterbacks get hurt, bro. He's still young. Like you say, he's still young. So he'll be trade bait. They went out and got Sam Darnold for a reason, just in case Purdy ain't healthy. Trey Lance is third on the depth chart. Sam Darnold was second. So if Purdy goes down, they put the vet Sam Darnold in. They'll just run the ball. Trey Lance is trade bait. They already tried to trade him, bro.
And how did that work? Nobody wants him.
Well, for now.
Problem with San Fran though, so it's a big move for them because it's a Super Bowl defense. Right? They got they got a little window, man, and you know, moving on from Jimmy G was a big move, and I thought it was idiotic to even take a chance on Trey Lance, who only had like 3-4 damn college games. I mean, he athletic and all that, but I thought that was a risky move, and it backfired on him now. Not Jimmy G gone.
Backfired. So you got to admit your mistake and get rid of him.
And now you hoping some 6th round, 7th round pick in Purdy can take you to the promised land. This could be the Yeah, this man, and I've always given their GM credit. What's his name? Played for the Buccaneers. Lynch is their GM, right? I always gave Lynch being credit for being a great GM, but you know how to go. That one move can
Can screw you for some years.
Yep.
Is he still a GM?
I think Lynch still there.
Because he drafted a
Lynch
kick.
still there.
He drafted a kick in the 3rd round this year.
Well, they need it.
Maybe he was high.
Well, you know, once Robbie Gold started showing his age because he got hurt. How he got hurt, I don't know. Maybe in the pregame kicking. I don't know how he got hurt, but you know they did need a kicker. So
Where did Robbie Gold go?
He ain't went nowhere yet.
Where he end up?
Went nowhere.
He out there.
Oh, he still there? Okay.
Yeah. All right, man. So we coming to the end of the ride, man. We're gonna do our parting shots. DY, we'll start off with you, man. Show some love.
Yo, shout out to everybody watching the show today. Appreciate the fellas letting me on. I'm gonna give a quick shout out to the second hottest team in the American League right now, the Chicago White Sox. 7-3 in their last 10. Starting to show really what that team is capable of. The pitching is kind of coming around.
Hope they don't have lung problems in the second half of the season playing up in New York.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. You know what I'm saying? But
they always beat the Yankees.
Shout out to them, man, and hopefully maybe a month from now we could be talking about them making a run for the playoffs.
KDL.
Well, per the usual. Appreciate everybody joining, man. Appreciate the ride, joining us for the ride Saturday morning. I just want to give shout outs to the birthday people, man. Shout out to Hula last night, man. Hell of a party. Shout out to RJ. Shout out to Chris, SmokeFellas. Happy birthday, fellas. And hey, we in it. Coming up on y'all 50-50. Shout out to all the June babies.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Lefty.
Yeah, you know, repeat what Kev said. But as for today, you know, the actual birthday, happy birthday to RJ and Chris. Also, happy anniversary to RJ and Keish. You know, it's a great thing. You know, y'all doing y'all thing out there. And to the Geminis, man, you know, y'all, it's a bunch of y'all. It's a whole bunch of y'all. It's Gemini season. Happy birthday. But y'all know y'all just warming it up for the Cancers. I mean, you know how it goes. Y'all warming it up for Cancer season.
Right.
And June 25th, Stacy's Bistro 50-50 birthday bash. Me and Ben turning the big 5-0. DJ DY Nemesis gonna be on the tables. It's gonna be a stone cold groove in the words of Sly.
I'm gonna destroy it.
Stone cold groove, man. Hey, and catch us out here. Catch us out here, man. Want to give a quick shout to the Smoke Angels. Great job on the brunch last week. If y'all missed our first brunch summer series, we held it every first Sunday of the month. We had it last Sunday. Man, we were full. Cats was falling asleep after they was done eating. It was amazing. We had a great time. The next one coming up July 2nd, hosted by SmokeFellas and the Blazing Babes for this one. So, man, come on out. Look out for you get a whole lot for $10, and to our bartenders with the mimosas and the Bloody Marys and the sangria. We was a little intoxicated on a Sunday.
Just a little.
Just a little bit. But yeah, thanks for watching.
Much
man.
love, ladies. Good job.
Hey, as I always say at the end of the show, where there's smoke,
there's the fellas.
There's the fellas.
All right, man. We'll be back at y'all next week, man. And, you know, happy Father's Day coming up to all the fathers out there. Don't expect nothing but a tie and a tie clip, but keep doing what you're doing out there, fathers. Keep doing what you do.
You're going to get a happy Father's Day, man. Get over it.